Alright guys, this is xSpartasFinestx here, coming at you guys over at the Pokemoshpitbeta. Today I've got a battle for you guys against TheKillerNacho. Ended up being a really good and close battle, so I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, then go check the links in the description, I guess. But anyways, let's just get straight into the battle. So I'm going to lead with my Latios, and he's going to lead with his Tyranitar. I led with Latios pretty much thinking he can do a lot of damage to anything on his team, except Tyranitar is the one exception to that. But seeing his Tyranitar lead, I am getting onto my Metagross to take whatever hit he goes for. That ends up being the Crunch, and it doesn't do too much damage. So I'm going to go for the Hammer Arm, figuring he's going to go into a Swampert, fearing the Steel-type move. And Swampert's his only resistance to that. But now that I miss, which is unfortunate, but I'm going to go into Heatran here, knowing he's going to set up his Stealth Rocks. And I want to do the same because I don't really want him having that advantage over me all game, because that would be quite annoying. But he does go for the Scald to pop my Air Balloon, and now I'm going to have to switch out because Heatran can't take an Earthquake. And I wouldn't even be able to do much damage to him anyways with Earth Power probably. So yeah, I go into Rotom, take the Earthquake, obviously. And here I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump, trying to get damage on the Swampert or whatever comes in. I was considering going for the Volt Switch to protect his Celebi and just get a switch advantage, but I figured it wasn't really worth it just because I want to wear down Swampert really, and I can deal with this Celebi quite easily. I'm pretty sure with Jirachi because, well, Jirachi is a pretty good counter to Celebi. But anyways, here I am going to go for the Body Slam, just trying to spread some paralysis. Or if he is the Nasty Plot set, which I don't know if he is yet. Because if he is that, I could just Body Slam him and paralyze him hopefully, and then start Iron Heading and force him to switch out, I guess. But he goes into Swampert here. Takes the Body Slam. I don't get Parahacks either, which is, I guess, a little annoying, but just because I don't really get it all game, you'll see, but oh well. I go into Latios to take the Earthquake or the Scald. He goes Scald, and it doesn't do too much damage, and he thankfully doesn't get the burn there, so that's nice. I guess that maybe evens out for the lack of Parahacks, his lack of burn. But I'm going to go just straight for the Draco Meteor, and he doesn't really have anything that can take that reliably. So I just take out his Swampert, and that is going to be quite helpful because his Swampert was one of the main troubles for my team. I thought I didn't have a lot to take it out. Really, I just had Latios and Rotom who can damage it fairly well, but I don't even know if Rotom can do that much damage with Hydro Pump. But anyways, when he brings in Celebi here, I wasn't sure what he was going to do, but I was at -2 and didn't really think it'd be worth it to stay in. So I just go into Jirachi just because he's a reliable checker counter this Celebi. He ends up going for Thunder Wave, which is quite annoying because he's going to be getting hacks on me, and I'm going to be slower now. But I guess Jirachi is probably one of the better things I could have gone into to take it, just because it is meant to be a wall and not really use its speed. Although I would like it to not be paralyzed. But here we do get into a bit of a stall war. Both of us are in with our two walls, and fearing the Parahacks when we switch out, just because I could Body Slam him on the switch, and he has to have something get paralyzed, which he doesn't want. And I want to go into Latios to take on Celebi and force it out with the Draco Meteor, but I don't want to take a Thunder Wave, because Latios is one of my most important Pokemon in this game, since he is such a threat to his team, and I realize that, and I don't want to let it get paralyzed. But anyways, he does go on the switch out. As I go for Body Slam, his Tyranitar, which is a Dragon Dance Tyranitar, and I don't get the Parahacks, unfortunately. But he's going to Dragon Dance here, and I decided just to go into Gliscor, because Gliscor is a reliable poke to go into, I think, since he can take any physical hit, really, just quite well, and then him with an Earthquake. But he's going to switch out here, seeing the Gliscor, and go into his Stoutland. Now, at the time of the battle, I had no idea what the Stoutland was going to do, because I hadn't seen one before. He ends up going for the Ice Fang, and I realize now he has Sand Rush and everything, but at the time I was quite confused with why he brought it in. I quickly looked at the Smogon set. I didn't actually look at the ability it had. I saw on Smogon set it said Fire Fang and stuff. It didn't say Ice Fang though, so I thought it would be safe to keep in Gliscor. But anyways, I don't see an item when he does go for the Ice Fang, so I figure Heatran's a reliable poke to bring in. He can easily take those two Ice Fangs and finish him off with the Earth Power from that low of health, and I guess he doesn't switch out just because it isn't really worth it, I guess. to save him since he'll die of Stealth Rocks. But now he goes into his Tyranitar. I know he's going to try to set up Dragon Dances on Heatran because he knows he can take a hit, and I'm guessing he wants to get some sort of offensive momentum back because I think I do have a bit of control over this match right now, and he wants to put a dent in my team, I guess, to help even out the score. But I just Earth Power just to keep him low enough that Metagross can come in with the Bullet Punch and finish off his Tyranitar because it is abandoned Metagross, which I think it's a very underrated poke because it does quite well for me. But anyways, he's going to go into his Alakazam here. I thought that was just great because I could go for banned Bullet Punch. And he doesn't even have the Focus Sash. He ends up having Life Orb. He just lives with however much HP that is, like 1 or 2. I don't know, and kills me off with the Hidden Power Fire. But I'm going to go into Rotom here. It's Scarfed, so I outspeed, and I can just finish him off with the Volt Switch. It's actually pretty lucky he didn't switch out, just because if he did, that Alakazam could have put a pretty big dent in my team, I think. But anyways, I'm going to go into Latios here, knowing it's the biggest threat to his team, but then he brings in Scizor. Kind of forgot about this. I do end up predicting the Bullet Punch, not sure if he would Bullet Punch or Pursuit. I end up going to Rotom to take that Bullet Punch, and he just goes for U-turn. Maybe predicting that, I'm not sure, but really works out for him there. So now he's going to go into his Celebi, though, and I think his last 2 Pokemon now, yeah, his last 2 Pokemon are just his Celebi and his Scizor. So I go into Latios to just hit it with the Hidden Power Fire. I was hoping I could finish off Celebi here, although unfortunately I don't quite. He's able to recover up, and I guess he was predicting Draco Meteor there to, get me to -2 and then recover his health back up and then make my Latios force me to switch out pretty much. But here, since I'm going Hidden Power Fire, I want to go for a second time just to see if I'm going to be doing more or less than his recover is. And turns out I am doing a bit more, so that means I will be able to finish him off with the next Hidden Power Fire, which will be great, because then after I take a Celebi here, it'll just be a Scizor left against my Gliscor and Jirachi and Latios. And because I'm obviously using Hidden Power Fire with Latios, he is going to be forced to go for the Bullet Punch, and if he goes Bullet Punch, then he can't really hurt Jirachi, and although he can hurt Gliscor, but I go into Gliscor here instead, Jirachi, just because Jirachi, it would be a bit of a stall war, or a bit too much with Iron Head trying to kill Scizor with Iron Head. So I go into Gliscor and Protect just so I could take an extra Bullet Punch, hopefully, and then hit him with the Earthquake, because I do want to finish him off with the Gliscor to avoid having a long stall process for this finish. Do Protect again, and after the Protect, I think I'll be able to take another Bullet Punch, so then I can finish him off with the Earthquake. Yeah, and at this point, I'm definitely sure I have the match, because, yeah, I live with 7 HP there, which is pretty epic. But, yeah, now I know with Bullet Punch, Jirachi's at practically full health. No matter what, he can't take me out, and yeah, I'm going to have the battle. So, yeah, going to Jirachi here. Jirachi actually is at full health. Takes the Bullet Punch and finishes him off with the Iron Head. So that will be the game. Ended up being a 1-0, so great battle, TheKillerNacho. And guys, like, comment, and subscribe to Pokemoshpitbeta, myself, and TheKillerNacho, I guess. And I'll see you guys later.